A very warm welcome to all of you, and thank you for joining me in this particular video where I want to share with you how to manage your money in your particular business and in the process increase your cash flows, because I believe that is one of the biggest challenges very many businesses face. So what I want to do is, first and foremost, I want to straight away go and share some challenges. And the first challenge that I've seen is this revenue leaks. So what do I mean by revenue leaks? So I was a company accountability partner as well as a non-executive director of this one particular manufacturing company. They had about 250 employees and about $10 million turnover. So it wasn't that big. But what was happening is that when it came to the billing, there were challenges when it came to billings. They weren't billing on time. That was number one. The second challenge was they didn't have a coordination between the salespeople and the ones who received the money as well. So there was this lack of coordination within the department as well. The third challenge that they were facing is that they had a lot of receivables. So in other words, they were not collecting on a timely basis. So there were a lot of leakages when it came to this revenue element itself. In fact, they were giving deeper discounts than what they were supposed to, which was really impacting adversely the margins as well as the net profits for that particular company. And obviously, that had a direct impact on the cash flows. So those were some of the challenges as far as the revenue leak is concerned. The second challenge which I've noticed is this client dependency. And again, there was this service industry, there was this one particular service company. What was happening is they had about 30 to 40% of their revenues coming from 3 or 4 clients. And this was substantial. So that client dependency was there. But what was happening is that at one point, one of the clients dropped out, which meant that they had a struggle when it came to cash flows. So this client dependency itself was another core challenge this one particular company faces. And by the way, I've seen this in many other businesses as well, where they rely heavily on just a few clients and not really look at the bigger picture, the strategic picture itself. So this is another key core challenge. The third challenge that I want to share with you is operational inefficiencies. And these are leakages in the whole system itself. They are heavy on the expense bit, and they don't really look at cost efficient mechanisms to really streamline operations. And in one particular instance, again, it was a manufacturing company, what was happening is there was role duplicity and lack of accountability, which really was a core challenge in this one particular company. The other challenge that I've seen is lack of financial visibility. And what's happening is many businesses are looking into financial management accounts, historical information. I'm not saying that's not a bad thing, but what the problem is that they're not looking at the holistic picture itself, and they don't have the complete financial visibility of the company. So what happens is that they were just looking at one particular element of the financials, which was really all to do with the sales, the revenues, the profitability, and all the other elements. But when it came to really looking into connecting the financial dots, which meant looking into the working capital as well, and the money tied up in stocks, money tied up in receivables, all that was not really thought through properly. So the financial visibility was not there. And what normally happens is now things have completely changed. As you know, that we have software as a service, and we've got a lot of these AI programs out there which can really help you to achieve this financial visibility. But I just wanted to share these challenges. And now I want to step into how you can not only manage your financials, but also accelerate your cash flow. So I want to share some insights on how you can do that. But before I go into this, if you're interested, I've got a whole program. I've got a program which is called Finance for Directors and Executives, but at the same time, you'll get this high performance impact model itself, where I share end-to-end insights and I give more details on all these elements of how you can improve your cash flows. So there's a link in the description below. Just check it out, and I believe it can really help your businesses to really skyrocket and move to another level. So let's move into the steps itself. The first that I would want you to do is take a week or 2 weeks and conduct a revenue audit. You could do this internally within your resources. I don't know your size, your complexity of your business, but think about how it can be done with your finance team to begin with. If not, you can outsource and get this revenue audit done. But the revenue audit is so powerful, and I believe that if you do have the leakages, you will straight away see 10, 15, 20, even 30% impact on your cash flows immediately. So I press upon you, doesn't matter where you are based, but this revenue audit can be a game changer. In my program, I have a complete toolkit on how to conduct the revenue audit itself. But like I say, your team can do this as well and see how it can really help you further. The other point I want to share with you, diversify your client base. So here's the thing, if you are heavily relying on a few clients to generate revenue, it is time right now to look into how you can double those clients. In other words, what are your ideal clients? How can you double those clients? So diversify, have more clients, make sure that you do a complete check and appraisal as far as your clients are concerned. What's going to happen is you'll be able to leverage time as well. So leverage time and resources within your particular business. Before I move to the next step, if you're liking this video, please like, subscribe, comment to this particular video, and hit the notification bell, because I'll be rolling out more impact-driven videos to help you and your business move to another level altogether. So the next point, your price points. How much are you really selling your products and services for? So you need to really look into what is your price point. Now, very many have that particular mindset where they say that we've got competitors, so we have to be very careful about what we charge. But here's the thing, my dear friends, it's value. How much value are you going to add? Go to any brand and you will see that there's so much of difference in price when it comes to a different brand. If it's a superior brand, it's going to be more expensive, and if it is a brand which is not known, it may be at a cheaper price. But the point that I want to really raise is that what is it that you can do to add more value to your products and services? Whenever I go into companies, is the first thing I do is I look into the whole pricing strategy. What is it that they are charging and what sort of value are they really adding? Because conducting that particular appraisal alone can give you another 5, 10, 15, 20% of increase in your revenues, in your profits, as well as your cash flows. So work on your pricing strategy. Look into what it is. If you are charging $5, I would challenge you that how can you increase the price by another $1 or $2, and what value are you going to add? So look into what you can really do. How can you differentiate yourself? What is that USP that you have which is going to make you stand apart? So work on that particular aspect itself. Another key element is optimize inventory and operations. Look into your operations. Make sure there is leaner efficiencies in your company. By the way, I use the impact model. Impact stands for intention, mindset, people, accountability, cost leadership, and traction. And again, all the details are in my program. Just click the link below and you'll get a little bit of insight of what that is all about. But for this particular video, find out what is it that you can do to shift some of your costs to artificial intelligence, to technology-driven mechanisms. What is it that you can do to add more efficiencies and drop your costs accordingly? So look into that operational element itself. And if you have inventory, how can you really optimize on the inventory itself? what is that optimum level of inventory. So conduct an inventory audit itself. Find out what it is that you can do to improve the inventories in your particular company. There was this one particular software company where we found out that they had equipment they were not using, and it was just lying in the stores. So two things were happening: the store space was being taken, and secondly, this equipment was not being used. So what we did is, within the next 6 weeks from that particular point of time, we got rid of all the equipment which were not being used in the company. We released cash from that, plus we released some space. So you can see the impact it would make. So look into your inventory and see how you can improve your inventory. The other point I want to share with you is 2025 and beyond, negotiation is key. Look into your suppliers, find out what it is that you can negotiate, get the best rates, work on this. You just need to have that particular dialogue and find out how you can really collaborate and find out what it is that you can do to even co-create. This is what I speak about with all your stakeholders, how you can co-create as well. So negotiation is key. And I mean, last year I did some negotiations and I saved thousands of pounds. What is it that you can do? How can you improve your negotiation skills? So sharpen your negotiation skills and find out what it is that you can do to get the best deals out there. The other point I want to share with you is, now with AI, machine learning and technology and digitization, what's happened is that you can now leverage technology. It's now easier. You'll have more facts as well than before, which means you'll be able to make better decisions. This is the best time, and I want you to look into how you can capitalize on this particular opportunity of leveraging technology. It's a game changer in my opinion, and now we are having this convergence of technologies coming in, AI. And an example that I can give you is one of Tesla. So what is Tesla doing? They're coming up with structural battery packs and giga castings. So they're converging technologies. What is it for you? How can you really leverage technology? So the other point that I want to share with you is, you need to fire low value clients. And this has helped some of my clients when we did this whole audit on their clients, and we eliminated some of the clients which were, an administration burden. It was draining a lot of resources and it wasn't really value for money. So you need to make that hard choice and see if you can work towards letting go of those clients. So what is going to happen is, you're going to release a lot of time and you will be able to focus on the clients who are your ideal clients. So work on that particular element. And one more point I want to share with you is, optimize by investing. So if you've got liquid cash, find out what your burnout rate is, 6-month planning, and find out what it is that you can really invest. You could invest into short-term investing vehicles, which is going to really earn you some interest, or, optimize some of the cash without taking any risks. So look into what you can do to optimize and invest wisely so that you can really have that trickle cash flow coming through as well from investing as well. So my dear friends, look, these are some of the points that I want to share with you. I'll be rolling out more videos on this, giving you more insights on how you can really make a better impact as far as your cash flows are concerned. So thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.